Let's move on to reading. Let's start with some phonemic awareness. Listen as I say the word nice. N-I-S. Nice. I'm going to take off the first sound. N. Okay? To make a new word. The new word is ice. Okay, so now let's look at other words. I'm going to say the word. And then I'm going to take away the first sound of that word, and then you are going to tell me the new word. Let's do the first one together. Okay, so the word is blink. Okay, so I'm taking away the B sound. What is the new word?
Blink.
Blink. Good job. Next word is sink. So let's take away the S sound. What is the new word?
Ink.
Ink. Okay. Ball. Let's take away the B sound. What's the new word? All. Next word, rate. Let's take away the sound. What is the new word?
Eight.
Good job. Next word is rice. Let's take away the sound. What is the new word? Ice. And last word, nor. Let's take away the n sound. What's the new word? Or. Good job. All right, let's move on to vocabulary. Our first vocabulary word for the week is prickly. Prickly means covered with sharp points or thorns. What is the movement for prickly? You see everyone doing the movement. Prickly. Did that prickly cactus stick you? Okay, so an example of an asking question sentence is, did that prickly cactus stick you?
Yeah.
Okay, think of a sentence in your head, an asking sentence using the word prickly. Think in your head. Right, turn to your partners. A's go first. Right, eyes up here. Eyes up here. Okay, I wrote on the board words to help you start your sentence. Who, what, when, where, why, or did. Those are ways to start an asking sentence. Jose, what is a sentence your group came up with?
The cactus was very prickly when I touched it.
That is a great sentence, but let's turn it into an asking sentence.
Why was the cactus so prickly when I touched it?
Okay, that's a good sentence. Juan, what's one more?
Who did touch the cactus when it was so prickly?
Who touched the prickly cactus? All right, good job. Next word. Trade. An exchange of one thing for another. Let me see the movement. Okay, come sit right over there. All right. Did you trade your Pokemon card for tickets?
Yes. Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm talking. All right. Think of an asking sentence in your head using the word trade. Okay. Turn and face your partners. This time, B's go first.
B for butt. I don't know.
All right, eyes up here.
Yeah. I got one.
Okay, Ralph, what is the sentence y'all came up with?
If you're trading me
I traded Xavier for a little.
Asking sentence.
Why did Xavier trade me a little ninja for 13 tickets?
Okay, good sentence. All right, next word is scent. A smell, especially a nice one. Did you spray the nice scented perfume? Okay, think of a asking sentence using the word scent. Okay, turn and face your partners. Bees go first.
Why is it turning on that?
Bees go first. All right, next word.
Muscles.
Muscles. What is the movement for muscles? Everybody show me the movement for muscles. Muscles is tissue that move. Okay. We all want to show off our muscles. But right now we're here to learn. Well, you all were.
Let's just show a little bit like that.
Okay, no talking. Okay. Muscles. Everyone show me the movement for muscles. Muscles are tissues that move parts of the body. Did the trainer have big muscles? Did the trainer have big muscles?
Yeah.
Does the PE coach have big muscles?
Yeah.
Okay, think of a sentence. Bees, go first. Bees. Tell your sentence. All right, eyes up here. Okay, Sebastian, what was your sentence?
How did my dad get really big muscles?
Good sentence. All right, we're going to move on. When I call your table, I want you to open your treasures books to page 230. Okay, so open your treasures books to page 230. Right, blue table. All right, this week we are reading stories about gardening and planting and different vegetables. So I want you to think to yourself for a second. What is needed to grow a garden? Yesterday you read a story about the ugly vegetables. So think, what did they need to grow that garden? Think about it for a second. All right, as your table, discuss.
Seeds, sun, water, salt. I know this.
Now, turn to page 234. As a class, we are going to read the story together first. When we are done reading this story as a whole group, we will read it with our partners. All right, so I am going to read the story aloud. I need you to track your print as I read. When I pause, you need to fill in the word. Okay. The Ugly Vegetables by Grace Lynn. In the spring, I helped my mother start our garden. We used tall shovels to turn the grass upside down. And I saw pink worms wiggle around. It was hard work. When we stopped to rest, we saw that the neighbors were starting their gardens too. Some were big and lumpy. Some were thin and green and covered with bumps. Some were just plain icky yellow. They were ugly vegetables. Beep. Let's stop for a second. Everybody should be on page 243. Describe how the garden changes from the beginning of the story until this point. How has the garden changed from the beginning of the story to this point, Ralph?
The garden changed because it started growing more and more.
What started growing?
The vegetables.
At first, we saw what? When they just planted the seed, so we saw what? Nothing, right? Then what did we see, Ralph?
Green leaves and flowers.
Then we saw just the green leaves. Now what are we starting to see?
Vegetables.
Now we're starting to see some vegetables. Okay, let's move on to page 244.
844.
Sometimes I would go over to the neighbors and look at their pretty gardens. They would show the poppies and peonies and petunias to me. I would feel sad that our garden wasn't as nice. One day my mother and I picked the vegetables from the garden. What steps does the girl's mother take to prepare the vegetables? So go back. What steps does she take to prepare the vegetables? And you can look at the text and the illustrations to help you remember what the girl and her mother do first, next, and last. What do they do first? Jimmy?
They first pick them out.
They first pick the vegetables. Okay, then what do they do next?
They chop them.
They do what?
They dig so they can have the vegetables.
I just can't hear you. They do what?
They dig in the ground.
Oh, they dig. Well, they pick them. So it's the same thing as picking them. Then what do they do when they pick them?
Chop them.
They put them in the wheelbarrow because they got to get them into the house, right? Okay, so next, the girl and her mother put the vegetables in the wheelbarrow and take them into the kitchen. And then, what do they do last? Ricardo? Yeah. They wash and do what? They wash and chop them. Okay, so that is what they do first, next, and last. The steps to prepare the vegetables. Okay, let's move on. Back on page 247. I went outside to play. While I was playing catch with Mickey, a magical aroma filled the air. Some looked like leaves and some looked like grass. And when the flowers started blooming, you could smell soup in the air. Okay, let's think about what happened at the end of the story. Who can tell me what happened at the end of the story? Daniel? What happened at the end of the story, Daniel?
Everybody started growing Chinese vegetables.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood then wanted to plant Chinese vegetables, so they did. And what did the girl and her mother plant alongside their Chinese vegetables?
Flowers.
Flowers. Okay, you are now going to read this story with your partner. While you read the story with your partner, you're going to work on the skill for the day. Our skill for this week is learning how to sequence the events of the story. So what happened first, what happened next, and what happened last. So, while you work on this with your partner, I will pass out a piece of paper to each group. I want you to draw a sequencing chart on that piece of paper and then tell me what happened first, what happened next, and what happened last. Okay, yesterday, did you do this yesterday with the sub? Okay, so this is a review of yesterday. I want you to do this on your own today with your partner.
Okay.
Keep that one put away.
Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you. Okay, so you and your partner may go anywhere in the room to read together, but take a pencil. Out of your partners, I want A's to write. Okay, so A's will write. Angel, you will go with Sebastian and Ralph. Okay, you may go anywhere in the classroom. Take a pencil. A's will write. So A's, take your pencil. Okay, you need to go back to your seats. If you came in from Miss Bolts or Miss Dr. Hoffman, go sit in the library for a little bit. Everybody go sit back at your seats. All right, high five. 1, 2, 3. If you're in the library, I need you to be quiet for a little bit. Let us finish our reading lesson. Okay, so your skill for this week and what you just practiced on with your partner was to learn how to sequence a story. Okay. In the library, I need you to close your mouth until we are done. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, we learned how to sequence the events of a story. Tell what happened first, middle, and last. Who can tell me what happens first in the story? What did you and your partners put? Jimmy.
First, they started garden and they go.
Good job. All right. Who can tell me what happens next? What is one thing that happened next in the story? Sebastian?
Wait, next, their plants started to grow, and then when they were fully grown, they picked them up.
Okay, that's one thing that happened next. Who has something else?
Last, they washed them, chopped them up, and then they eat them.
Okay, that's what happened. That was one thing that happened next. Then what happened very last? What happened very last? And everyone started to grow Chinese vegetables. All right, good job. You may put your treasures books away.